Welcome back nerds, Fino here. So you've taken the Umu pill and thrown in your lot with Grand Nerofest. Now if this is your first rodeo with a lottery event, the idea is that you farm the highest difficulty node you can to get a lotto currency, petals in this case, and throw these into the magic box in exchange for all kinds of goodies, mana prisms, class gems, skill items, and embers among other things. If nothing else, you want to finish the first 10 boxes to get the grand prizes. They're gonna come in handy, but if you have apples to spare and the drops from Chaldea's Summer Adventure aren't a high priority, this is a great place to unload your spares. Now to do this, you'll want to min-max your petal drops by accumulating copies of Cheer for Master. You can get 5 of these via the event shop, so farm them up ASAP, but don't combine them right away. You'll want to go wide on your backline CEs, running either 5 or 6 separate copies depending on your team building options. If you want to run multiple limit broken copies, you'll have to get them as random drops from doing event nodes, so that's going to take a long time and it's realistically something that only people who are destroying hundreds of apples are going to do. Or you can race shift back to 2019 because Grand Nerofest uses the same craft essence set as the 2019 event. So any copies of Cheer for Master you have from back then work just fine here. You may want to check your second archive to see if you have any. This also applies to the event damage CE, Divine Three-Legged Race. Otherwise you get copies of it from opening the first few lotto boxes. It's mostly relevant for the exhibition boss fights, but it can also help some sketchier team comps meet damage requirements on the farming nodes. I'll be talking about the exhibitions in separate videos, so subscribe to get those as they come out. I'll be sticking to the farming end for the time being. Now the event is divided into 3 periods each with different free quests, so even if you don't want to hard farm, make sure to get your first clear rewards to stock up AP for later. At the start of the event, we're in qualifiers. Advanced, Expert, and Hero difficulties are like the default nodes for farming shop currency, so only do those the bare minimum you need to buy every copy of Cheer for Master. You can even just do them once and then move on to the 90+ Champion node to get every currency at once. For these lower value nodes, keep in mind that Advanced and Expert difficulties have early waves with 2 enemies, meaning that arts and quick looping teams need to be careful and bring additional charge to get clean runs. For those of you who have her, Space Ishtar does quite well on that front. Once you get all the shop copies of Cheer for Master, you'll have to choose between Conqueror and Champion difficulties. Conqueror only drops petals but has a convenient 3-3-2 enemy structure. This means that arts teams can easily meet their refund requirements while running a full set of drop CEs. All you have to worry about is Sherlock in the final wave. As a ruler, he'll resist the Lancers you typically use to get the job done. You may want to consider an Avenger or Berserker instead. As for Champion difficulty, it presents a daunting 1-1-3 node that requires some team building finesse if you want to do a 6-slot setup. Typically, 1-1-3 would be a goldmine for someone like Melusine, but Ibuki Doji has parked her giant ass on the final wave, and as a saber, she'll frustrate your attempts to clear things out with a big Hollow Art Albion. Now if you're a quitter, you can go 5-slot with a double Quain Skya setup and an archer like Ishtar, since Buster Loopers don't care about enemy counts. Chengong teams can also 5-slot if he has any starting charge CE. Battle Olympia, an event gacha CE, actually meets this requirement even at 0 stars, so I guess that's not too bad of a compromise. But if you want to min-max your efficiency, consider servants like Cersei to handle the 2 waves of single berserkers. If you give her external charge on turn 1, then use her battery on turn 2, she can clear the path for your AoE attacker to finish off the final wave. To meet the spread charge requirements, consider combinations of a self-charging attacker, Castoria, and Oberon with the Chaldea combat uniform. Swapping may not be ideal for speed, but that's often the price for full efficiency. Now one team that I'm particularly enamored with is one that runs Squirturia to loop the single Berserker waves before using both her and Oberon's Noble Phantasms to blow away the final wave. An NP1 Oberon works just fine, though I had to spend extra time getting him to Bond 6 for his starting charge append. According to Avalon's team comp spreadsheet, link in the description, an NP1 Squirt does the job just fine. But if you happen to spend $2,000 on an NP5 Squirt, you'll still find this idea appealing. I don't know who'd do that though. But yeah, I'll do overviews of the other farming nodes and exhibition quests as they come out, so stick around to get that fresh out of the oven. Good luck farming, and if you're in need of some entertainment while you farm, my other channel has a number of my escapades, including one where I got spooked by Saber Deermud. I didn't accept that result, and what followed was one of the craziest salty runbacks of all time. Link on screen. I'll see you there.